Hi, friend. Welcome to the Divinely Aligned channel. I'm Courtney, and I'm here today to channel through, I don't know, all kinds of magic. I am sure all I know is the divine wants to come through. All I keep hearing is that it's going to be a lot around this new earth that we are now way more awakened to than ever before. And when I say we, I mean as a collective. After moving through the eclipse portal and this current Scorpio full moon that we just moved through, nothing is the same anymore. I mean, nothing is ever the same, but like nothing is the same. So many things have shifted and changed. And so if you have been feeling like you don't even know yourself, or like nothing in your life feels like it used to, most likely you are really needing to go through this channeling, ascension, meditation, activation that I'm about to bring through, because all that I'm hearing from the divine is that it is time for us to fully embrace that if we are here knowing that we are conscious and awake and aware of even the idea of the new earth, of the 5D, that now is the time to fully embrace and embody our new selves, our upgraded versions of us that we are here to live as in our current realities. So it's a harmony. And this is, I just want to talk a little bit about this before I go into trance, because this has been a lot, or came through a lot for me. If you listen to the last video or you've been following along for a while, you know I've just come back from Mexico, where I had wildly crazy downloads and experiences all at 6 a.m. on nothing, just high on life as I always am. I don't do anything else to alter my state. Just being present and breathing is more than enough for me. So anyways, I had these like crazy, like next level. I'll get into them more. I'll go deeper into them more over the next coming weeks. I'm still processing the things that happened, but I saw and heard and felt some things very clearly. And I was expecting to feel a shift, to feel different after the eclipse portal. But usually I don't feel that different. I'll have awakenings and ahas. I don't feel like the same fucking person. And I was in Mexico. So like I was in a whole different place, obviously, than BC, Canada, where I live. But it was more than that. Like I'm not the same. And you're not the same. We're not the same. We're never the same. But this awakening that has just happened, we need to let go. We need to let go of any paradigms that we're still trying to hold on to. And that's what's coming through the loudest, because those of us that are here to be consciously awake and aware and living in the new earth, which is it's not, just to clarify, there's not this new earth that we are leaving this planet and going to. We are still here in the same space and place, but it's a higher level of consciousness that we are living in. It's not even an awareness of anymore. It is now a living in. So if you are feeling like things are challenging, if you're feeling extra exhausted, tired, weird physical pains, headaches, any of that, it is only here showing you where you are not letting go, where you are not allowing yourself to be free, to just be as you're here to be. There is no knowing logically. There is a physical knowing, knowing through your inner authority. There's a feeling, however you feel energetically, right? Because again, or if you're new here, the oh my goodness, super conscious mind, your highest self, the divine, speak to you through frequency and energy. So you're going to feel the callings, you're going to feel the resonance within your body, within your being, but you can't logically figure it out, because our conscious mind, our logical mind, only knows based in what is here, what is present, what we've done, right? So we have our unconscious, our subconscious that is running on everything. It once you give your subconscious anything, you can't take it away. You can change the programming, but it takes everything. It takes in, but not just through us. It takes in everything from our environment, from our past, from our memories, from our emotions. Our subconscious is our emotions, our emotional body, right? So it stores everything. So until we consciously change our paradigm and recode those instructions, we keep running on the same ways of being. So if you're here to be in the new earth, consciously living and being and breathing as the light and love that you are, then you most likely have been feeling a lot of change. And for some of you, I'm feeling like it's just such, like it's been for me, it's just such a fucking breath of fresh air. Like, if you're like me, then let me know in the comments below if this resonates, of just like, I'm going to get emotional. I feel more at peace and content and at home than I have ever felt in this physical body, right? Because that is why we're here. We're here to remember. We're here to remember the light that we are. And I've known that this is true, and I've seen it for everyone else because that's my gift. But to truly just be it has been a challenge. It's been a journey. And that's why I'm here now, because I know I'm not alone and I am not afraid, even though it's scary. And even though it's been a lot of reprogramming, it's why I'm here. I'm here to be a way shower of how good it gets to be, of the fact that it is all light and love. And I don't mean that in the like trendy spiritual way of just meditate every day and everything's fine. No. Life is life. Shit can be hard, but it's only as hard as we make it. It's only as hard as we make it. I will never, ever, ever, ever encourage not feeling. I will never encourage bypassing what's going on for you. But your light is more powerful than anything else. It is the most powerful force. We turn on the light in the dark. We can also turn the light off. And a lot of us have had the light off because our light is so bright that it scares us. And it's time to turn the light not just on, but all the way up to annihilate the dark through being aware of it, through stopping letting these fears and beliefs that we have within us control us and stop us from feeling the connection that we're here to feel, because that is what we're all searching and seeking for, is true, genuine connection. But we can't have it without being ourselves. Now, there's a lot of people in this world that are going to stay in the old earth and in their old paradigms, and they are happy and content there. And that's their journey in this lifetime. And it is not up to us to change that. And that's where a lot of us have suffered, because we have loved ones that are there, but they're happy to their level. They are content. And just because we can see places where maybe we would live differently, or where we perceive that they shouldn't be happy, who are we to say? We aren't. I'm not here to convince anyone of anything, but I do know, all I can know is my experience, is my truth, is how I feel. And I know all the people that I have learned from and followed and been guided by. I have known, when we know, it resonates. It resonates at a feeling, at a frequency, at an energy. And I have done my very best to follow that, especially over the last 5 years, knowing it was going to lead me where I was meant to be. And here I am. I have, again, never felt more at peace, more at home. And wherever I am, Mexico, here, wherever, I am so happy with myself. And then the byproduct is that I have the most incredible relationships and opportunities and experiences. And I just love every minute as challenging as it may be or as blissful as it may be, because that is the point. The biggest word that's been coming through for me for this new earth reality that I'm in, and I'm going to guess that you are too if you're still here, is to be alive. It happens now, right here, right now, being present, being who you are here to be. I'm going to share a little story before I go into channeling because I'm feeling the call to. And I resist talking about this because it's just like, I don't know. That's all. Okay. I resist talking about it because of fear of judgment or whatever. But here we go. So I was in Mexico with my best friend, and we were both in our 40s. And most people did not want to believe us on that. And I have had nothing. The only thing fake about me is my eyelashes. They are Method Lash. I could not swear more by Method Lash. Anyways, I'll put a link below. All natural, all vegan. You put them on yourself and they last for usually I can get them to last for 2 weeks. I think it's so much better than mascara and all the other bullshit. I used to be a makeup artist for a decade, and I now, as far as makeup, I wear a mineral powder, a mineral blush, Method Lash, and a mineral highlighter in my inner corners of my eyes. For all of you that ask me about my makeup and things, it's just I will talk more about it because I think that it should be more known, being someone that had a clothing and makeup store and knows all of the bullshit in all of the products. I do think it's something that when it feels aligned, I will bring through. And I'm not against any of it. I mean, I became a makeup artist to help women see how beautiful they are naturally, but sometimes a little bit of makeup to just help us feel a little bit glowier isn't a bad thing, but it's knowing what you're putting on your skin, knowing what you're putting in your body. And I wash my face with clay. I have washed my face for 2 decades with dirt. I use straight up raw apple cider vinegar as toner, and that's it. I don't use moisturizer. I don't do anything. I've never had Botox. I've never had anything. I am humbled by the fact that I am 41 and a half and I haven't had any of these things. Has there been times where I've thought about it? Really, the only thing I've ever thought about is an upper lip injection, but that's only because of the media and seeing all these girls with beautiful symmetrical lips and just calling myself out. But that's the one thing I've thought of, and I'm not against it. And I have many friends that have these things, and I think you should do whatever you want to. It's your body, it's your vehicle. Do what you want to do. I'm just all for being a sovereign being and knowing what you're putting on and in your body. And so for the last, I guess, 15 years, I've only put natural natural good stuff and really basic on my skin. And our bodies, our skin, our beings know what to do. Being a makeup artist, being a skincare specialist, being all of these things that I'm trained in beyond the spiritual stuff, which feels like a lifetime ago because it was 20 years ago when that was what I did. And again, I did it just because I wanted to help teenage girls feel better about themselves because I knew how much I didn't feel good about myself. And I had horrible acne. And then when I went through makeup school, I didn't know we were going there. Here where we're going apparently in this call, which I think is really important. I think this is really important. So I'm going to keep going with this. But I had such bad acne and acne scarring from going through makeup school and all the junks. It was special effects and all of it, which makes you really insecure when then you're a makeup artist and you feel shitty about your skin. So I brought in all the best products and all the things, and it just got worse. And then I met some magical girl, don't know her name, couldn't tell you. I have no idea. If you know who you are, thank you for changing my life, who told me to use clay. And I have since that day. And I have also recommended it to many people. And if you can get through the beginning when it pulls the junk out of your skin, it is I get the occasional like hormonal breakout, but that's it. And I wear literally a transparent mineral powder on my face, and that's it. Because that's my choice for me and my body. But I just think we need to be aware. And I am felt like I don't even know where I started with that. Oh, I think because we're down in Mexico and I was getting all these questions then about like what work I've had done, and also my boobs are real. It's very flattering that people think that they aren't. They're very small. It's very deceiving. It's very deceiving, but it's all my mind. I chose how I wanted my body to be. I chose how I wanted my skin to be. Yes, I take care of myself. I feed my body what feels good for it. I get on my yoga mat every day, but I do all of those things to connect to myself. I eat a mainly plant-based diet. I eat eggs or fish when I want to. I suffered for 2 decades with a very bad eating disorder. Like I will go deeper into this in future talks, but apparently I needed to start in this one. And I think just because it was like the universe was just showing me something in being there, because I was the most comfortable I've ever been in my own skin, and just meeting a lot of people, amazing people that I had really deep conversations with around this was really cool, because I just saw a different attraction that I have now of humans who are more awake and aware and getting it, and that's really cool to me. And so that's where we're at now. That's where we're at. If you're here in the 5D, in the new earth, is that it's easy. It's easy to attract your people no matter where you are. And I really do believe that I also, in the last 12 years, I think I've been sick twice. I think maybe in like 15 years. I don't know. I don't get sick. It's a belief I have, and I don't get sick. Everyone around me can be sick through the whole pandemic, everything. I did nothing to prevent having that they told me I should. I'm not going to talk about all that, because I trust my body. I know my body. I take care of my body. I listen to it. We take care of our cars and our homes and everything outside of ourselves more than we do ourselves. And I'm not talking about taking care of your body, going to the gym and manipulating it and going on these crazy fad fucking diets to look a certain way. When we listen to our bodies and we give our bodies what we need, I was vegan for 18 years and it served me. I only eat fish and eggs now when I feel like it, when I know where it's coming from, because sometimes my body wants it. And I listen to that. I do believe that some people can't survive healthily on a vegan diet. I used to be a plant-based chef. Like, we all need to know and listen to ourselves, is the point that I'm saying here, is the biggest thing that is coming through right now, because that is what this new earth is calling forward, is sovereign beings who are here to be light workers and lovers through being and loving themselves. That is how this works. There is no way other than your way. My way is not your way. You would not thrive there's a lot of ways I could guide and help you, but like, you still have your body with your story, with your genetics, with your bones, with your whatever it is. And from being a makeup artist to a plant-based chef to a health coach to a life coach to a yoga teacher to a meditation teacher to all of these certifications and things that I have, to hypnotherapy, to all of it, I can tell you, none of that matters. None of it, knowing your gene keys, your human design, doing yoga every day, none of it matters if you don't know and love yourself, because that is how you will know what's good for you. My body does not like running. It doesn't like running. My joint, everything hurts. I've tried. It's not just a belief. Like, I want to experience runner's high. It doesn't feel good for me. Cold plunges, I've tried. I believe they're amazing. No part of me enjoys it, wants it. Nothing in me intuitively feels like it's for me. Here and there I've tried and it just feels like pain. I do know it's incredibly good for most people, right? Like, we need to know and trust ourselves. I would rather lie in the sun all day, every day. And I do. I lie in the sun and I trust that my body and my skin and everything will do as it's meant to. And I would much rather have everything age as it's meant to. I know that my vehicle has a timeline and I'm going to make the best of it while I'm here, loving it and living in it and appreciating it and working with it, instead of doing what I used to do, which was starve it or binge and purge or overly work out or criticize it and look in the mirror and hate myself and want to manipulate how I look and cover up my skin and do all of these things that we all do. And there is no judgment for me or the divine or anyone. But it wasn't until I started to truly choose myself and trust myself and love myself that everything changed. This feels like it needs to come through too. So you guys are just getting all the goods today. Didn't know that this was happening. I didn't get, this has been coming up a lot for me recently, just like in my channelings and stuff, that I should talk about this for someone, you maybe. For any guys, sorry talking about this, but whatever, it's all important. I didn't have a period until I was 36. Like from the time a natural one, from the time I was 16, when they put me on birth control for my acne, and then I went off it at 22. And I didn't get my cycle again until I was 36 years old. And I went through everything, like Chinese medicine to fertility doctor, to all of it. And as soon as I started choosing myself and taking care of myself and ended a relationship that wasn't healthy for me, my body started to work properly. As soon as I stopped hating myself and hurting myself, even though on the outside I was very happy, on the inside I was dying inside. And I had to choose me. It didn't matter how much yoga I did or meditation or how much I knew my human design or how much I believed in anything. Without believing in myself and being myself, none of it mattered in the way that we are here for. And that's why I'm so passionate about everything I've been saying. And I haven't gone fully into my story. It's going to start to come out clearly more and more because I want to be transparent and vulnerable. There's just so much that I have to say, and I really am just trusting that it will come through as it's meant to. I have a lot of things that I'm currently creating as well, where any of you that have worked deeper with me in programs or courses or moon ceremonies or any of that, you know more of my story, but no one fully knows it all, because there's been a lot even that has just happened in the last couple of years that I've gone through my own journey, as we're all here to. And again, my way is my way, but a part of my way is I am here to be a leader and a way shower. And the only way I can do that is authentically. And I can't do that without sharing my story and my journey. And so I'm sharing all of this about my appearance and all of that because it does matter, because we need to take care of these vessels that we are in. Also, another thing I'll share, because this has been the most exciting for me recently, is that I have had one like physical insecurity for a bit now that I was really trying to not be insecure about. And it was my hair. My hair is very fine, but I used to have a lot of it. And due to my eating disorder when I was younger and such, it I had a lot less of it than I wanted to, and it made me very insecure. Um, and it didn't matter what I did, what I ate, how I ate, everything I did. I just kind of surrendered to the fact that that's how it was going to be. And then recently, I recoded my brain. I recoded my mind to the fact that I have thick, healthy hair and that my hair is growing thicker and fuller every day. And like, I don't know if you guys can see. I can see it, but like since that day, it's just been nonstop. Like my roots are getting so much thicker. The ends are gonna, it'll all catch up. But for me, that was just like really fucking cool. It just was a big thing for me. So it's like, if I can do that, then I'm unstoppable. And maybe that seems vain, but like I have a belief that I never get sick and I never get sick, but somewhere I had this belief that like my hair is just fine now and it's never going to be the way that I wanted it to, and I decided that that's not true. I mean, I've healed a broken leg without surgery by the power of my mind. Why can't I make my hair thicker? So we truly can do anything, from healing a broken bone with our positive minds to growing thicker hair to having healthy skin, whatever it is. It's you choosing you. It's you being on your side. It's you living as you want to. And that is what this new earth is. I'm just going to pause for a second and let divinity in, because he has a knack for needing in or out during videos. Usually I'd take this out, but I'm not. Okay, so I don't know where I was at now, but I'm going to take that as my cue to move into the next level. I thought about doing a new video, but this one's just going to be really long because now I feel really called after all that. I feel like that was leading into some kind of beautiful transmission that is now going to channel through from the divine. So I'm going to close my eyes and just go inward and allow whatever needs to come through to come through. It will be a channeling, meditation, activation to awaken in you whatever your higher self, the divine, knows that you need to hear, to feel, to see, to shift and move into the next level. We're here to constantly elevate into new levels and expand into new awakenings of how good it gets to be when we choose ourselves, when we choose to be true to who we are and how we are and what we want. And I guess that's why I needed to be so vulnerable and open and transparent at the beginning of this. And let me know below if any of this resonated for you. If you have any questions, then ask them. I will happily talk about anything. I am an open book about all of it. So I just, don't want to have a 4-hour YouTube podcast episode. So we'll break it all down as time goes by. Okay. So I'm gonna go inward. Please stick around and join me. Again, if you want to, I highly encourage you to close your eyes. Now, by closing our eyes and pausing and breathing and going inward, which is what I'm going to do, it allows a new level of connection, because what that starts to do is that is the only way that we can truly get into heart and mind coherence. And when our heart and mind are in coherence together, that is when true magic and recalibration, reconnection, and recoding can happen. When we tune out from the outside world and we tune into our inner world, to the most important space and place. And as I said at the beginning of this, I have never felt so at peace, so at home. And it's because I'm here. I'm here fully. I have developed the most intimate connection to myself, constantly evolving and changing, rather than being so attached to anything outside of me. And that's just made everything outside of me become so great, because it's a mirror of all of the love that I feel within. And when those lower, here I go still talking, when all of those lower versions of me and the beliefs and the bullshit and things are coming up, which even there's a little bit in this call where I'm like, maybe you should just stop and re-record. Maybe you should like just share some of this now and some later. Not because I don't want to share it, but just because, is this going to be too long? All the things, all the crazy things that happen in our head that really don't matter because it's all just conditioned bullshit. I'm trusting. There's divinity. Hi. Do you want to come up? I'm trusting that even Vin making an appearance it just feels more real. And this world needs more real. So let me know below if you're liking this. And again, I am here, like I said in the last video, to be messy. I really feel the most magical things happen when we are messy, when we allow ourselves to just let go of how we think it needs to be and trust in divinity. And that's how our limitless reality is not just in our heads, not just something we believe, but something we live. Because if you're here, you're most likely knowing of how good it gets to be. But it's time now for you to live it more than you have. More than you have. Maybe you already are, but if you're anything like me, every moment of living limitlessly, it only becomes more limitless. Okay. I'm going to go inward, have some fun, enjoy the trip. And if you can't go inward right now, like if you can't shut out the outside world for any reason, still listen. But I highly encourage you to come back and do this when you can just fully disconnect from the outside world and connect inward. Because after all of this lead up, and if you're still here, I'm going to feel like there's some deep recoding that is going to happen for you in this. So let's go. I'm going to direct you through the beginning of the breathing, and then I'm going to do it, and then the divine will come in. So if you want, just placing one hand over your heart and one hand over your belly, closing your eyes, relaxing your shoulders, focusing inward on your breath, and just noticing how you feel, feeling every inhale and every exhale. As you breathe, just breathing deeper and deeper, fully inhaling into your belly, fully exhaling out. As you inhale, feeling the expansion through your chest, through your heart, all the way down into your belly, fully expanding and holding at the fullness. On the exhales, completely releasing through the mouth, exhaling it all out. Now for the next 3 rounds of breath, on the inhales, count to 4 at the fullness, and on the exhales, count to 6 at the emptiness. And then after that, you can just allow your breath to be however feels best for you. What do you notice when you pause? Just right now, no matter what you're doing, just pause. What do you notice? What do you feel? What do you hear? The truth is always here, and it is always clear in the now. It's just that we see you all so distracted by the noise, by the mind, by the busyness, by the matrix. as you call it, by the 3D, by the limitations, the shoulds, the coulds, the woulds. And it's easy. It's here. It's here, being and breathing as we continue to bring through Courtney, as she just brought through for you. The journey is about you. It is about you coming home to you, finding you, loving you, trusting you, believing in you, being you. That is your purpose. That is your power. That is why you are here. If you are here hearing us right now, it is because you are being called to step more into all that you want to. And you don't get to know. You can't possibly know how good it gets to be because you've never experienced anything like it and no one else is. And even if they were, it's different. You can't feel what they're feeling. You all need to stop feeling like you can feel what each other is feeling. Yes, you can feel each other's emotions. You can connect, you can bring in. Yes, yes, yes. But you are still feeling that through your filter, through your paradigm. And you're labeling it with right or wrong or good or bad, or it's triggering or activating this or that in you. And it is all on purpose. You are all here to be divine mirrors of each other. You are all here to trigger and activate and awaken in each other whatever you are meant to in that time with that person in that interaction. And for the most part, for all of you that are here to be lovers and light workers and creators and way showers consciously, it is time for you to be the full expression of all that you're here to be. So you have been being activated and awakened and triggered in so many ways, from highs to lows, from loss to gain, to awakening, to pain, to all of it, because we are trying to shake you and wake you up to how much you're creating your own suffering. And there's no more time to waste. Time isn't real. It is all an illusion. And the time that you are wasting, really just creating this suffering. And maybe that sounds confusing, but for some of you, we know that you are getting it. You are getting it. You are so close. You are so close. And it is not about anything outside of yourself anymore. It is time. There is no more space for shame and blame and guilt. You are here to be in the 5D. You're here to bring the divinity that you are consciously to the third and fourth dimension, to the old earth, by being in the new earth, which it is all just different levels of consciousness. And you shine brightly through all of it, through being an anchor of the light, through being the version of you that you want to be, that feels right for you. You just have to be you easily and effortlessly, following through, being true to all that you feel innately good doing. What you're here for isn't hard. What you're here for isn't challenging. We come through Courtney, and she has gone through a lot of challenges to be able to put herself here, to bring through the truth as she channels and translates it to activate and awaken in you whatever you need to hear. It is not for you to compare to her story and journey. It's for you to take what resonates. And we feel maybe some self-judgment or guilt or blame coming up in you, but none of that is serving you. Anything before now doesn't matter. The only reason that it's here is if you bring it. You are always creating your reality based in your paradigm, based in your perspective. You are as free as you choose to be. The way that you get to live limitlessly is through doing what you want to do. It is all love and light. The pain, the darkness, the lower density feelings and ways of being are all needed so that you know what the love and the light feels like. There would be no light work without shadow work. There would be no love without the fear, without the anger. But those things just illuminate more. You don't need to know. You don't need to figure it out. You are here hearing this because the new earth is waiting for you to wake up. To wake up and be who and how you're here to be, to bring through the genius and the magic that only you can. No one else can do it for you. No one else knows what you know. No one else feels what you feel. No one else is coded the way that you are. Your passions are here to guide you to your purpose, but your purpose is just here to be you. So you have these dreams and desires that are here to fuel you moving forward. You can have all the money, all the relationships, all the material things. But if you aren't present when you're enjoying them, what's the point? So many of you are constantly chasing and seeking and searching when it's all right here. It is all right here. You get to be everything that you want to be when you just allow yourself to stop, to pause, to slow down, to receive. And then follow through on what feels right for you. You will only gain. You never really lose anything other than an idea. We've been bringing this through for a long time now, through many. You can't lose anything. You have what you have, and anything you don't have is just an idea or an expectation that you feel like you lost, but really it never existed. The dream of it, the wish or the want for it, maybe, and it was there in some way to guide you to an awakening, to a knowing, to a learning, to a connection, the trigger that activated whatever in you. But right here, right now, those of you that are raising in frequency and energy and vibration and seeing your world change, seeing things around you shift, maybe losing as you feel it, connection with others. Know that everything is as it is meant to be. It was how it was, and it only ever gets better. And anything that isn't working out for you is really just a redirection. It's always working out better for you. And when you let go of what you think you need to do, when you let go of needing to know how or what or when or why, it gets so easy because you're always guided. Your highest self is always guiding you through frequency and energy. And your highest self has the knowing and the perspective of it all. So you can quantum shift, quantum jump into any timeline, into any reality you want at any time, but your beliefs need to be on board with you doing so So if you are not connecting to and believing in and being in yourself, then that won't be your reality. And that's what Courtney was bringing through at the beginning of this for you, was you can know as many facts as you want to know, and your conscious mind needs to know the facts. That is a part of this, because you are very much here on a human journey, but you've done enough learning and knowing, and now it is time to live it, to be it, to breathe it, and that is how you will see all of the dreams become your reality. But as we downloaded to Courtney recently, you have to follow through for your dreams to come true. Otherwise, they're just going to stay in your imagination, which is step one. But for true manifestation and creation, and for it to become your reality, you have to follow through on being the identity that you want to be, on being the person that you know you're here to be. And if you feel like you don't know who that is, that's just because your level of worthiness or trust in yourself is not to the level that is aligned with your higher frequency yet. But right here, right now, you're here hearing this, so everything is rising, and all you need to do is keep following what ignites you. Keep living one divinely aligned step at a time, following what feels right for you. Following what you know you need to do, especially those things that make no sense. Because that is when you are in innocence. And that innocence is how you create. And that is why you're here right now hearing this, is it is time to create whatever you're here for that does not exist. So the only way that you can do it is through being and trusting in what you feel, and trusting in frequency and energy and what is guiding and leading you forward or higher or wider or however you feel it. It is expanding you. It is enlivening you. It is exciting you. It is most likely scaring you. But that's just because it's new. You are here to be a being of light and love consciously. You are not here to live unconsciously anymore. You are here to live super consciously. And the more that you live connected to the divine by being here now in the moment, trusting in frequency and energy, that's all that it takes, is being and breathing and trusting and feeling in the now. The more that you do that, your conscious mind will start to see how good it gets to be. And that will start to recode, reprogram, rewire your unconscious programming, where then it just becomes more and more of who you are. But the shifts and the changes in your reality are going to happen. And it is all for you. And if anything isn't right with anyone or anything else, if it isn't matching the frequency and the energy of you being happy, then it's not for you, which also means it's not for them. This isn't a one-sided situation in any relationship. It is two-sided. So if it isn't working for you, it's not working for them, and vice versa. And it's not to say that it won't in the future. And we're talking about all relationships. Everything is meant to be easy. And we get that the old earth challenges this belief. And you are welcome. You have free will. You can stay in that paradigm. Or you can truly start to trust in what you see and what you feel and what you know. In building and creating and living a life that you love. Doing and being as you want to be. Living limitlessly. Bringing your awareness back to your breath. If your eyes have opened, we suggest you close them. Just bringing both hands over your belly and fully breathing and expanding into your belly. and fully releasing out, holding at the emptiness. And then you're going to breathe in for 4 counts. So inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. And then exhaling for 6 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continuing to do this 3 times. As you breathe, just give Courtney permission to connect to your superconscious mind. And just noticing how you feel, how it feels to breathe and be in your body. Noticing anything going on for you, anything you're sensing, feeling. And then bringing your awareness to your heart. Seeing in the center of your heart a little orb of light. And just seeing this light in the center of your heart, glowing, radiating. Starting to see this light beam all the way up to your third eye. Seeing a line of light from your heart to your third eye. And then imagining a field of bright green, luscious grass. Just seeing a wide open field, maybe hearing birds, wind, feeling the air on your skin. Just noticing maybe any plants or flowers you can see, any other animals, just noticing anything that's there. But seeing and feeling just wide open space where you're just free to be at peace, to be at ease, to breathe. And just seeing what you want to do. If you want to dance, skip, lie down, run in a circle. Just doing whatever you feel good doing in this wide open space, in this luscious grass. And just feeling yourself present and aware in your being, breathing and allowing whatever is there to come through. Now, as you see yourself here in this field, free, how do you want to feel? What does freedom feel like for you? What does it feel like to be you? And just feeling what it feels like. And then if you aren't sitting down in this grass, just taking a seat, sitting down, seeing yourself, feeling yourself, just knowing yourself to be sitting in this grass, in this field, feeling the warmth of the sun on your skin, a fresh breeze, hearing birds in the background, and seeing yourself sitting in this field, just peacefully, eyes closed, breathing and being. And then I want you to imagine yourself from this space and place of peace in this field, imagining a world where you are living the dream, your dream, where you are living your dream reality, where you are being as you want to be, where you are embodied in your innate genius, your magic, your essence, your power, where you do not doubt yourself, where you love yourself fully and completely, where you have your dream everything and more. And just seeing what this looks like, what it feels like, where you are, what you're doing, how you're being, how you feel. Just receiving anything coming through. Noticing anyone that's there. Now, as you see this dream reality and you see yourself sitting in this field, now see yourself wherever you are physically being right now. Now, between the 3 different versions of you, what do you see as true? What is the same? What is there? What is innately within you? What ways do you want to feel? What resistance do you have? What is your magnetism? What is your magic, your genius? What is your gifts, your drive? What is it that is there through all 3 of these versions of you? What resistance is there? What fears, what worries, what doubts? Knowing that none of those are real. Super conscious, please treat and do a massive change history on all resistance to living free and easy, peaceful, effortlessly, easily, as you dream to be, and so much more. Letting go of any resistance, any fear, any doubt, any negative beliefs, any conditioning telling you that you do not get to live in the 5D, to create your reality, to be in the new earth, to anchor the light and the love, is clearing and cleansing it all, seeing and feeling and realizing that it is not true for you anymore. You do not need to keep yourself safe. It is time for you to beam as bright as you possibly can and be all that you are here to be. Effortlessly, you get to be everything you dream of and more. You are perfect. You are divine. You are right on time. You have everything you need. And you are exactly where you're meant to be. You are receiving this today because it's time and you're ready. You're ready to be everything that you want to be, to create the identity and reality where you live limitlessly, effortlessly and easily as the true you, magnetizing and manifesting everything that you need. You will be divinely rewarded, supported, and compensated. All you have to do is be true to you. Bringing your awareness back to your breath. Just noticing how you feel. Bringing a smile to your face. Bringing your hands to your heart. Again, just noticing anything, everything you're feeling. And allowing yourself to just be and breathe here. You get to have it all. You get to have it all. But what that all is needs to be what you truly want. You can have everything. You can have anything. You can have it all. But you don't want it all. You want what you want. So get it. It is always this or better. Always. So just know if anything is not working out or coming through for you, it is only because it's not meant to. So just let go. Let go of needing to know. Trust what you feel. And follow through on what you are here to do. Because you know. And you know. From your heart, not your head. Thank you for going on this journey with us. Namaste. Thank you. I just feel a lot of emotion right now. Thank you for going on that journey with me. Just receive whatever you needed from this last hour long session, podcast, YouTube, whatever we're calling it today. Know that if this found you, it was on purpose. As I said, the universe is my algorithm. So if you're here, if you went on this journey with me, just take whatever you received as you need to. You don't need to figure it out. You can't figure it out. Just know that this is your permission slip to love yourself more, to be true to yourself more than you ever have before, and to trust yourself from your skin to your soul, right? From your physical being to your energetic being. You are here to be it all. If you were meant to just be a light being, to just be a soul, you would still just be a soul up there guiding yourself. But you are here having a human experience, still connected to your higher mind, to the divine that is conceiving it all and channeling it to you. And I am so humbled and honored and grateful that I get to be a channel, a portal, a conduit of the divine, of your highest self. But you have to take what you felt, what you heard, what you received. Because I guarantee you, every single person that hears and receives this is going to hear something different. So let me know in the comments below what you heard and received so we can prove that. There will be an underlying thread through it all, but everyone is going to hear and receive it differently through your paradigm, through whatever timeline you're in and whatever you're going through and whatever you've been through. But know that if you're here hearing this, you are definitely here to work for the divine. And I can tell you that working for the divine is the best job you can have. Unlimited compensation, vacation days, pay is amazing. Like, you just get everything you need when you need it. The answers are clear. The creativity comes through. You realize just how abundant everything is. But you have to do it for you. You have to trust in you. The divine. I tried, guys. I tried. So dizzy right now. I tried real hard to not fully be the expression of me. So I wasn't getting everything I needed because I was still settling and struggling and suffering. And it wasn't until I was like, no, I'm just going to fucking live as the light and love that I am. And I'm going to do this wildly, I don't know, it's the easiest thing in the world for me to do is to channel and to do what I just did for you all and to be vulnerable and open. It's literally the easiest thing for me, but it is also everything I've been conditioned not to do, right? So letting go and doing it, and every time I do it, doing it more authentically. It is an adjustment, but it gets easier and easier. And now it's just like, it's so good. I just want you all here with me. The 5D is so much. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. And as I've said before, it's so much better with friends. So come and play with us in the 5D and live your limitless reality. You're still going to be in the 3 and 4D. You can still be with the people that you love. You can still do the things that you love doing. It's just that you, instead of ignoring the higher consciousness that is trying to speak to you, you let it guide you. And everything else will work out as it's meant to. But it's up to you. Okay. Thank you once again for being on this journey with me. I love you. I just love you. Okay. Bye for now.